Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a game between Gukesh and Ding Liren, which was played in Tata Steel tournament, and it was masterpiece played by Ding Liren, one of the best chess players in the world. So let's check the game. d4, knight to f6, c4, things go for e6, and now Gukesh plays a move knight to f3, which avoids Nimzo Indian, because if we play knight to c3, that's Nimzo Indian after bishop to b4. So after knight to f3, Ding goes for queen's Indian with b6. An idea behind this move is that black wants to develop his bishop either to b7 or a6 and attack this pawn on c4. g3, bishop to a6. Now black attacks this pawn, so white has to defend it. And Gukesh played move b3. And now black goes with this check with bishop to b4. So what's idea of bishop to e4 after bishop to d2? Now black goes back, and this bishop here is worse developed than on b2. This bishop should be on b2 instead on d2. And what happens if after bishop to b4 check, knight covers, then bishop c3 is annoying. Bishop attacks rook, and after rook to b1, black can go here with bishop to b7, and he wants to put bishop here and attack a rook. So okay, bishop d2, bishop e7, bishop g2, castle, castle. Now Ding plays move d5. White respond with knight to c3, c6, defend this pawn on d5, and bishop to f4. Okay, let's check what happens if instead of c6, black would taken on c4. Takes, takes, bishop c4, knight e5, bishop here, takes, takes, e4. As you can see, white has great central control for the pawn, and soon he will regain his pawn back. Like this. Or not the pawn, but white is totally winning here. So he played c6, bishop f4, knight b to d7, takes, takes, knight to e1. Now white wants to reroute his knight to d3. That's the idea behind knight to e1. Rook to e8, knight d3, knight f8, and now this knight is going to d6 and attack the bishop. So bishop g5 was good move by Gukesh. Knight e6, and bishop is attacked, so he has to take here, takes, takes, and e3. And now comes very nice move by Ding, knight to c5. So as you can see, white knight is attacked, and if we take the knight, which actually happened in the game, now white loses his knight on c3, bishop takes c3, rook to c1, and again very beautiful move by Ding, not going back with the bishop to f6, but just playing queen to f6. Queen to c2, now bishop is attacked 2 times, so black has to defend it with d4, very nice move. Now white takes on b6, takes, rook f to d1, again knight is attacked, protected, rook a to d8, takes, bishop takes, and here comes the first inaccuracy for Gukesh. He played knight to f4, which is dubious move. In this position, he should have played bishop takes c6, although it looks dangerous because after rook to c8, now white queen is pinned. But now white plays knight to f4, bishop to b7, and now we sacrifice a full queen. And white has compensation for the queen. So that was a better try, just to take a pawn here on c6, but Gukesh went with knight to f4, and now amazing move by Ding, g4. Not afraid to open his king, and he just goes for attack with g5, not g4. Knight to h5. Now queen to h6. The knight is attacked. Bishop to f3. It protects the knight. c5. Consolidating this bishop here. g4. And again, amazing move by Ding, f5. So what's the point of this move? Let's examine two options. If we take with the pawn on f5, now here it comes g4, and white is in trouble. If we move away the bishop, we lose the knight, right? So instead of that, if he takes with a queen, then bishop c8 is very strong. We have to go back, and now rook to f8, and there's huge pressure on f2 and on this bishop. And if white tries to defend this bishop with king to g2, now we take the bishop, king takes, queen c6, and after king to g3, we put the battery here with bishop and the queen, and white will soon be mated. So Gukesh didn't take the pawn with either a pawn or the queen, and he went for knight to g3. And now black took the on g4, knight to f5, queen is attacked, so queen to f6, bishop to e4, h5. Again, these pawns are marching towards white's king. Black prepares h4 and g3, and here it's great pin. I mean, white king is in a big pin. And b4, king to f8, another great move by black, moving away from these checks on b3, or some potential checks with the bishop, let's say on d5. And a3 was a mistake here by Gukesh. He should have played pawn to a4 and tried to lock down this bishop with b5. So a3, mistake. h4, great move. Again, this is coming, right? This was black's idea. And rook to e1 is a huge blunder. Here, I've been watching the game live, and here Ding paused. He only had 7 minutes, and he paused. So I know that something is going on, that he spotted a tactic, and he's just calculating till the end. And in this position, he played rook takes e4. Amazing move. So what's the idea behind this move? Again, two options: take with the queen or with the rook. If we take with the rook, now bishop to d3 is crashing. Because if we take, then bishop to f2, king f2, and we lose a queen. So let's go back, rook to e1. What if takes? What if we take with the queen? Queen to e4. Now again, bishop to d3 is crashing. Right? Takes, here, and again, white loses his queen. So actually that happened in the game. but instead of taking the bishop, he went with queen to e6. Black takes, white takes here, and now after bishop to f5, black has two strong bishop for a rook and these great pawns, and white is lost. g3, amazing move. Takes, takes. White can take because he's pinned, and he took on c5, and now again not taking here with a check. Ding played bishop to h3 first to restrict escape square for the white's king, and after this a4, g takes f2, check, king h1, and queen takes, rook to b7, bishop takes here. That would be the end. I think after this move, I think, or maybe sooner or later, Gukesh resigned. So I hope you enjoyed this game. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.